What if your first waking moment holds the secret to your entire day's success? Why do some people consistently conquer their mornings while others feel stuck in survival mode? Imagine a mindset so disciplined that even your doubts bow to it before breakfast. This isn't just about waking up early. It's about commanding your life before the world can distract you. Let's unlock the blueprint of mental dominance, one disciplined morning at a time. Have you ever wondered why some people seem unstoppable every morning while others feel trapped in the same tired cycle? Why do some rise with fire while others fall back into comfort? The answer is not talent, it's not luck, it's discipline, raw, pure, unstoppable discipline. And today you're about to discover how to build that unbreakable power within yourself. Stay with this message until the end, because when you truly understand this, you will no longer wake up hoping for strength. You will wake up owning it. Every morning, the first battle begins the moment your eyes open. Before you even step out of bed, your mind starts whispering, "Stay, comfortable sleep, a little longer rest, you deserve it." It is in these quiet, tempting whispers that the first war of the day is fought. This is the moment that defines you, not when you're on the stage, not when you're in front of the world, but right here in the darkness, when no one is watching. The decision to rise is not just a choice, it is a command you send to your own mind. Stand up before your body feels ready. Move before the excuses get louder. Prove to yourself, right then, that you are in control, not your feelings, not your comfort, but your mind is not your enemy. It is a tool. It follows the orders you give it. If you train it with weakness, it will learn to doubt. If you train it with discipline, it will learn to obey. Discipline in the first moments of the morning sends a powerful message deep into your brain. It tells your entire being, I am in charge. I do hard things. I do what must be done even when I don't feel like it. This is the language that reshapes your identity. It's the secret language of winners, the ones who rise above the noise. The world will try to teach you to chase comfort. It will try to sell you easy path, shortcuts, softer roads. But comfort is not your friend. Comfort is the thief of potential. The few who rise early, who fight the battle, while others are still dreaming, those are the ones who carve their names into history, not because they had more talent, not because they were more gifted, but because they understood something simple and eternal. A morning belongs to those who are willing to fight for it. Think about this. How you do one thing is how you do everything. If you lose the battle with your alarm clock, you plant the seed of surrender for the rest of your day. If you win that battle, if you refuse to give and refuse to negotiate with weakness, you plant the seed of strength. That strength will show up in your work, in your goals, in your relationships, in your dreams. The first victory of the morning is the foundation on which every other victory is built. Winning the morning is not about grand gestures. It's not about making perfect plans or waiting for perfect conditions. It's about simple, quiet, ruthless decisions. It's about getting up when your body says no. It's about putting your feet on the floor when your mind begs for 5 more minutes. It's about standing tall when everything inside you wants to fall back into sleep. Every small decision is like a brick. Stack them every day and you build a fortress that nothing can break. There is a fire inside you right now, whether you feel it or not. It's waiting, it's watching, it grows. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, it shrinks. Every time you give, and discipline feeds the fire, it fuels it until it blazes so bright that nothing, no doubt, no fear, no excuse can survive in its light. Imagine waking up every day and knowing without a doubt that you have already won the first hardest battle. Imagine how much lighter the rest of your life would feel when you Command your mornings you stop reacting to life. And start creating life. You are no longer a victim of circumstance. You become the architect of your destiny. You take control of your energy, your focus, your outcomes. And it all starts with one decision repeated every single day. To rise, to fight, to win. Discipline is not some rare gift handed down to the lucky. It is a choice, it is a habit, it is a weapon that anyone at any time can pick up and master today. As you face that first moment when the bed feels heavy, when your mind feels weak, remember this. You are not fighting for this one day. You are fighting for your future. You are fighting for your freedom. You are fighting for the life that is waiting for you beyond comfort, beyond excuses, beyond the noise. And if you stay loyal to that fight, if you build that disciplined brick by brick, the life you once only dreamed of will become the life you wake up to every single morning. Discipline is not something you wait to feel. It is not born out of moods or good. Day's motivation might spark the fire for a moment, but it fades like smoke in the wind. If you depend on motivation, you will fail. When the day feels heavy, you will fall. When the storms come, discipline is different. Discipline is a foundation. It stands when feelings collapse. It pushes forward when everything else gives up. The truth is simple. Your mind will not always want what your future needs. Some mornings it will scream for comfort. It will beg for the easy way. It will tell you that skipping today won't matter, but it does matter every time. You choose discipline over comfort. You send a message deep into your soul. You say, I will not quit on myself. I will not betray my dreams. These small choices shape everything. When you rise without needing to feel good, first you separate yourself from the crowd. You break free from the chains that hold most people back. While others are waiting to be inspired, you're moving. While others are hoping for the right feeling, you're building. This is the power of true discipline. It doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't wait for the stars to align. It moves because it must. The mind learns through repetition. Teach its strength by practicing. Strength teach it focus by choosing focus. The more you act without waiting for comfort, the more natural it becomes. The mind, once your greatest enemy, becomes your strongest ally. It stops resisting you, it starts serving you. And morning is not about grand gestures. It's not about making perfect plans or waiting for perfect conditions. It's about simple, quiet, ruthless decisions. It's about getting up when your body says no. It's about putting your feet on the floor. When your mind begs for 5 more minutes, it's about standing tall. When everything inside you wants to fall back into sleep, every small decision is like a brick. Stack them every day and you build a fortress that nothing can break. There is a fire inside you right now. Whether you feel it or not, it's waiting. It's watching. It grows. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, it shrinks. Every time you give, and discipline feeds the fire. It fuels it until it blazes so bright that nothing, no doubt, no fear, no excuse can survive in its light. Imagine waking up every day and knowing without a doubt that you have already won the first hardest battle. Imagine how much lighter the rest of your life would feel when you command your mornings you stop reacting to life and start creating life. You are no longer a victim of circumstance. You become the architect of your destiny. You take control of your energy, your focus, your outcomes. And it all starts with one decision repeated every single day. To rise, to fight, to win. Discipline is not some rare gift handed down to the lucky. It is a choice, it is a habit, it is a weapon that anyone at any time can pick up and master today. As you face that first moment when the bed feels heavy, when your mind feels weak, remember this. You are not fighting for this one day. You are fighting for your future. You are fighting for your freedom. You are fighting for the life that is waiting for you beyond comfort, beyond excuses, beyond the noise. And if you stay loyal to that fight, if you build that disciplined brick by brick, the life you once only dreamed of will become the life you wake up to every single morning. Discipline is not something you wait to feel. It is not born out of moods or good. Day's motivation might spark the fire for a moment, but it fades like smoke in the wind. If you depend on motivation, you will fail. When the day feels heavy, you will fall. When the storms come, discipline is different. Discipline is a foundation. It stands when feelings collapse. It pushes forward when everything else gives up. The truth is simple. Your mind will not always want what your future needs. Some mornings it will scream for comfort. It will beg for the easy way. It will tell you that skipping today won't matter, but it does matter every time. You choose discipline over comfort. You send a message deep into your soul. You say, I will not quit on myself. I will not betray my dreams. These small choices shape everything. When you rise without needing to feel good, first you separate yourself from the crowd. You break free from the chains that hold most people back. While others are waiting to be inspired, you're moving. While others are hoping for the right feeling, you're building. This is the power of true discipline. It doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't wait for the stars to align. It moves because it must. The mind learns through repetition. Teach its strength by practicing. Strength teach it focus by choosing focus. The more you act without waiting for comfort, the more natural it becomes. The mind, once your greatest enemy, becomes your strongest ally. It stops resisting you. It starts serving you. And daily fuel it with your vision. Protect it like your life depends on it. Because it does. You are here for more. You're not here to coast through life. You are here to fight, to build, to conquer. Discipline your mind every morning and watch how the world bends to your will. Success is not a mystery. It is not reserved for the lucky few. It is built one hard choice at a time. It is built when you rise early, when you push forward without applause, when you grind without needing a reward. Success belongs to those who show up when it's boring, to those who show up when it's painful, to those who show up when no one is watching. The world rewards the ones who stay consistent, not the ones who work when they feel like it, not the ones who move only when it's easy. Success is simple, but it is not easy. It demands small victories stacked quietly day after day. It demands early mornings. It demands discipline when the bed feels too good, when the world feels too heavy, when excuses sound too sweet. The difference between the person you are and the person you want to be is found in the small moments, in the decision to start when you're tired, in the decision to focus when you're distracted, in the decision to act when you feel weak. These are the invisible battles. These are the battles that matter. Win them. And you win everything. Every morning you fight for your future. Every morning you choose who you are becoming. Every small action plants a seed. And if you stay disciplined, if you stay hungry, those seeds will grow into something unstoppable. It's not about giant leaps. It's about thousands of tiny steps taken without excuse, without waiting for perfect days. Discipline is how the ordinary become extraordinary. It is how dreams move from imagination into reality. It is how you create a life that demands respect, not from others, but from yourself. There will be days when you feel nothing, no fire, no energy, no spark. These are the most important days of all. These are the days when true warriors are built. Anyone can move when it's easy. Anyone can work when they feel good. But the ones who win are the ones who act when their spirit is tired, when their mind is heavy, when their heart whispers. To quit discipline means you don't wait for the feeling to come. You create it. You build momentum out of thin air. You push forward, not because it's comfortable, but because it's necessary each step you take without feeling like it is a silent declaration, I am not. Controlled by weakness, I am led by purpose when you show. Uptired, you teach yourself that you are reliable. When you show up broken, you teach yourself that you are unbreakable. When you show up scared, you teach yourself that you are brave. The mind learns by what you do, not by what you say. Every action you take becomes part of who you are. Every disciplined morning writes a new line into the story of your life. Pain is temporary, tiredness is temporary, doubt is temporary, but the strength you build from. Showing up every day, no matter what, will last forever. It becomes part of your soul. It becomes part of your identity. It becomes the weapon you carry into every battle life throws at you. Real power is built when no one sees you, when no one claps for you, when no one is watching, but you move anyway. That is the foundation of greatness. That is the secret to mastering not just your mornings, but your entire life. The greatest battle you will ever fight isn't with the world. It is with yourself, your doubts, your fears, your excuses. The mind will always search for reasons to stay safe, to stay small, to stay comfortable, but growth demands that you step outside the walls you built. Growth demands that you lean into the discomfort, not run from it. Every time you break your own limits, you show yourself what is possible. Every time you rise when your mind says stop, you expand your own strength. Most people live their whole lives trapped inside the walls of their own making. They listen to fear, they listen to doubt, and they stay stuck. But you're not here to live stuck. You are here to shatter the limits you once believed were real. Fear will try to convince you that you can't doubt, will try to whisper that you aren't enough, but neither fear nor doubt is truth. They are illusions, shadows, lies created by a mind that has forgotten its own power. You must become louder than your fear, stronger than your doubt, more committed than your excuses. Freedom is found on the other side of resistance. Freedom is earned by those who are willing to walk through the fire without turning back. The pain you feel now is building the strength you will need tomorrow. Every time you choose to keep moving forward, even when it's hard, you take another step toward the life you deserve. You are not here to play small. You are not here to surrender to fear. You are here to fight, to grow, to rise. Discipline your mind every morning, and soon there will be no cage strong enough to hold you. There is a version of you waiting on the other side of your discipline, a stronger you, a braver you, a sharper, more focused you. Every act of discipline, every choice to rise instead of retreat moves you closer to that version. You don't find greatness by accident. You build it one morning at a time, one hard decision at a time. Your future is not waiting to be handed to you. It is waiting to be taken. Each morning you choose discipline, you take a piece of it. Each morning you fight the urge to quit. You claim what is your success is never owned. It is rented, and the rent is due every single day. Pay it with your effort, pay it with your focus, pay it with your will. Most people dream at night. Few are willing to wake up and chase those dreams at dawn. That is what separates the average from the exceptional. That is what separates those who wish from those who win. You cannot, by discipline, you cannot borrow it. You can only earn it through repetition, through sacrifice, through relentless commitment. Your future self is counting on you. The life you want is counting on you. Every disciplined morning is a promise kept to yourself. Every act of focus is a step away from regret. The work may be silent, but the results will be loud. The world may not notice today, but the world will not be able to ignore you tomorrow. Discipline your mind every morning, and the life you once thought was impossible will soon be the life you live every day. Your mind is your greatest ally, but only when you train and only when you teach it to rise, even when it doesn't. One of the most powerful things you can do each day is to show up, to choose discipline over ease, to push through resistance. Even when it feels impossible, the mind will fight you, it will resist you. But every time you build a foundation of unshakable strength, the road to success is not always a straight line. There will be setbacks, there will be struggles, there will be days when it feels like you're not making progress. But here's the truth: every small action you take matters. Every morning you rise, every time you resist the urge to quit, you are becoming stronger than you were yesterday. The secret to winning is simple: keep moving forward, no matter what. The only way to lose is to stop. Every step you take, even when it feels slow, brings you closer to your goals. Every decision to keep going, even when you're tired, brings you closer to the person you want to become. Discipline is not about perfection, it's about persistence. It's about showing up every day regardless of how you feel. It's about fighting through the discomfort, knowing that the struggle is what will make you stronger. So keep going even when it's hard, even when it feels like no one is watching, because this is where the magic happens, in the quiet moments when you push through your limits, when you refuse to give up. Discipline creates freedom. It might sound like a paradox, but it's true. The more disciplined you are, the more control you have over your life. The more you commit to your mornings, the more you take charge of your future. Discipline frees you from excuses. It frees you from doubt. It frees you from the limitations that hold most people back. The truth is, the world is full of distractions. It's full of easy ways to waste time, to numb the mind, to take the path of least resistance. But those distractions are traps. They steal your time. They steal your potential. Every minute spent in distraction is a minute you'll never get back. Every minute spent in discipline is an investment in your future. It's a promise to yourself that you will not let your time slip away. The freedom that comes with discipline isn't just physical, it's mental, it's emotional. When you choose discipline every morning, you choose to take control of your thoughts, your focus, your energy. You decide what your day will look like. You decide who you will become. The world can try topple you in every direction, but with discipline, you stay centered, you stay focused on what matters. You have the power to shape your own life. You have the power to build your future. Every choice you make, every decision to show up brings you closer to the life you want. Discipline is the key to unlocking that power. It's the key to unlocking the freedom to live on your own terms, to pursue your dreams, to become the person you were always meant to be. The strongest version of yourself is already inside you. It has always been there. Beauty. It takes discipline to uncover it. It takes consistency. It takes the courage to show up every morning, even when you don't feel like it. You have the potential to be extraordinary, but that potential won't be realized unless you are willing to do the work. Most people are looking for shortcuts. They want success without the struggle. They want achievement without sacrifice. But those who achieve greatness know that there are no shortcuts. There is no magic moment where everything falls into place. There's only the slow, steady process of daily commitment, the process of becoming. Every time you show up, you get a little closer to that extraordinary version of yourself. Every time you choose discipline, you unlock another layer of your potential. You won't see the results overnight, but if you keep going, if you stay consistent, you will start to see the shift. And once you see that shift, once you realize how much power you have to shape your own destiny, nothing will stop you. Discipline is the tool that unlocks your true power. It's the key that opens the door to your greatest self. Without it, you will stay stuck. You will stay in the same place, wondering why you haven't reached your goals. But with it, you will begin to create the life you always wanted. You will begin to walk the path of greatness every day is an opportunity to move closer to the person you're meant to be, but that opportunity doesn't wait for you. It doesn't sit there waiting for you to feel ready. It only exists when you act, when you choose discipline over comfort, when you choose the hard road. Because you know it's the one that lets go your goals. The world will try to distract you. It will try to convince you that you have time, that you can. Start tomorrow, but tomorrow is never promised. The only time you have is now. The only moment you can control is this one. The only decision that matters is the one you make today. Discipline is not about perfection. It's about showing up. It's about doing the work. Even when it's hard, it's about making the right choice, even when you don't feel like it. And when you do this, you create a life that is purposeful, a life that is meaningful, a life that is your own. The small actions you take today will compound. Over time, they will build a future that reflects your commitment. They will shape your destiny. So never underestimate the power of showing up. Never underestimate the power of doing the hard thing. When it's easier to quit, your future begins with the choices you make today. So choose wisely, choose discipline, choose the path that leads to the person you know you are capable of becoming. Discipline is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. Without it, your dreams remain distant, abstract, but with discipline, those dreams become real. They become achievable. They transform from wishes into plans, from ideas into action. Discipline doesn't just change your behavior, it transforms your entire life. Every morning, you are given a choice to take a step closer to your goals or to let them slip away. The decision may seem small, but it's the small decisions that shape the path to success. Every time you discipline your mind, every time you push through the resistance, you are building momentum, and momentum is unstoppable. Momentum is what carries you through the hardest days. It's what pushes you forward when the world tries to hold you back. Discipline is not something you find, it's something you create. You create it by showing up, you create it by doing the work, even when no one is watching. You create it by making decisions that move you closer to the person you want to become. It's in these moments, the quiet moments of effort, that your future is being built. So trust the process, trust the small steps you take every day, trust that each moment of discipline adds up, and eventually you will look back and see how far you've come. You will see that all the sacrifices, all the hard mornings were worth it, and you will realize that it was your discipline that turned your dreams into reality. You're not defined by your circumstances, your past, or your feelings. You're defined by your actions. You're defined by the choices you make. When no one is looking, when the world tries to pull you in 1,000 directions, discipline is what separates the dreamers from the doers. It is the force that turns aspirations into achievements. The path to greatness is not easy. It is filled with struggles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But it is also filled with growth, with progress, with strength that only comes from overcoming challenges. Every time you show up and choose discipline, you are one step closer to your greatest self. The person you are becoming is worth every struggle, every sacrifice. Don't let the challenges of today stop you from reaching the future you desire. Each day, every decision you make is a step forward, even when it feels like progress is slow, even when it seems like the finish line is far away. Trust that your efforts are building momentum that will carry you farther than you can imagine. Discipline is the foundation of success. It is the secret that every high achiever knows. Even if they don't talk about it, it's not talent that makes the difference. It's not luck. It's the ability to stay disciplined, to keep moving forward when others stop. When you discipline your mind, you open the door to endless possibilities. You unlock the power to create the life you want. Your future is not written by fate. It's written by your daily choices every morning you wake. Up, you have the power to decide who you will be. Today, every action, every moment of discipline is a step toward your future self. It's a choice to become the person you've always known you could be. Discipline isn't a punishment. It's a tool that empowers you, a tool that shapes your destiny. When you commit to disciplining your mind, every morning you are giving yourself the greatest gift you could ever receive: control over your life, control over your time, control over your future. The journey won't be easy, it will be hard, it will test you. But it will also reward you in ways you can't yet understand. The rewards of discipline are not always immediate, but they're always worth it. When you look back on your life, you will see that every small act of discipline, every early morning, every moment of pushing through resistance was a step toward the greatness you now live. So make the choice, discipline your mind every morning, every day, and watch as you transform into the person you were always meant to be. Your future is waiting for you, and it's up to you to show up for it.